Hi guys, so last time we went over why testimonials are so important and how you should format them to attract more clients. Today we'll be talking about the best way you can ask your clients for testimonials to get really juicy ones that will be super useful to you in your business. From talking to a lot of freelancers and entrepreneurs, I know that asking for testimonials is not the most comfortable thing for many of you guys to do. And I get it, asking for something like that is in a way putting yourself in a vulnerable position. Aside from fear of rejection, which I've yet to meet someone completely free of, something else I've noticed is that it causes a lot of discomfort to have a need and then ask somebody else to fulfill that need for you and help you. The cool thing though is that when you do a really great job for someone, when we really put our heart and soul into the service we give them, into the final product, our customers often want to find a way to give back to us that is more than just monetary compensation. Think about the last time you had a really amazing experience somewhere, let's say a restaurant, that just blew your mind. The service was perfect and way better than you ever expected it to be. The food was just out of this world, the atmosphere was incredible, every detail was just thought out, and it was just obvious that the people running it really went out of their way to give their customers an incredible experience. Now, even if the meal was expensive, I know for me, whenever I have an experience like that with another business, I'm just so full of gratitude. Because it's not something so common that it just happens every day. Unfortunately, a lot of the businesses and interactions out there are not like that. So when I do finally experience that level of service and care, I'm so grateful that even though I may have paid a lot of money for it, I still want to give back to them in some way. And a great way to do that is a testimonial. Now, if you think about this example of the restaurant, what would be the best time for them to ask you for a testimonial? Probably when you finished eating, after you paid, when you're sitting and basking in the glory of the experience. That's when it's going to be the most fresh on your mind. It just happened, and you're probably going to write a really killer testimonial during that time. Another way to think of it is this. Here I am, sitting and full of gratitude, and then you come along with a kind suggestion of how I could channel that energy outward. In a similar way, in your own business, the best time to ask for a testimonial is when you completed a project and your client is happy, they're excited about whatever it is you created for them, and there's just good vibes all around. You can give them a call and ask, or write an email. In our business, we usually send an email since that's how most of our interactions occur. But either way, you just want to keep it light and casual, not pressure them into doing it. Basically ask them how you'd want to be asked. That's part one, when to ask. The next part though is just as important. You want to include some directing questions in there to make sure that the testimonial you do get actually goes over the aspects of working with you that you want to highlight. So it could go a little something like this. Hi John, if you have a few minutes and don't mind, I'd really appreciate if you could write me a testimonial about your experience working with me. Anything from the kind of service you experienced, the communication, the process, how you feel about the final product, etc. would be super helpful. No pressure, but if you don't mind, this could really help other awesome people like you to give me a try. Wink face. Thanks again, and then, of course, your name. So, as you can see, this is super friendly, this is not pressury at all, and it's down to earth, but at the same time, you're communicating what you need very clearly. You're guiding John to talk about the final product, the level of service, etc. And of course, you can take this and modify it to fit your needs and what you are trying to accomplish. 9 times out of 10, you will get some really amazing responses using this format. And also, if you don't hear back, you want to follow up at least one time about a week later. You know, people get busy and it doesn't mean that they don't want to do it. Sometimes they just need a little nudge, a little reminder. So don't be afraid to follow up as well, and don't take it as rejection. Alright, I really hope you guys start implementing this into your business if you are not doing so already. and start collecting or growing a list of amazing testimonials that are really going to help you take your business to the next level. As always, I'd love to hear any thoughts, comments, or questions that you have below, and I will see you next time.